Here is the Microsoft VS Code editor. So we can view the code, the first application we have created and just have imported. So first of all, we need to understand how the package structure is created as soon as the application is created. It is important to know that uh, package structure. So each and every folder and package.json is a main configuration file which we need to understand better. So because any issue happen is any part of the application, so it is difficult to debug. To make the life is easy, so we need to understand each the configuration file. So this is a best approach we can do that. So let's pick up the first package.json. So the first is a name of the application that we have created, and is a version is 1.0 private true. It means that so when you import when you upload your code into the GitHub or any place, whether you are allowing the others to download or not, this is like a private true. If it is private false, anybody can download it. And the dependencies, these are the library dependencies which when you're running the application. And the React is a version named 18.2 and has a React DOM, React scripts. This is a version has been configured here as part of the application. If you see this React scripts, okay, so here is actual magic happening here. So the scripts, when they, I think we already learn about the npm start, so which in turn it calls uh, like npm start, npm build, npm test. This start is a command which runs the application, and builds is a builds application as a package, either for production or non-production version, and a test. So the npm test is like going to test, and you have to provide our test cases. Eject, so it ejects the npm command. So we are going to learn all of these things eventually. So all the hidden configuration means when you run the application. So it's so many things, so many the background application React will use it. So if you want to see it, you can do it with the eject command. This a is link config extends. So this also helps for syntax, dealing with that syntax errors. And the last section is a browser list. If you go to this browser list, can see the list of browsers, and so the configuration with default node 8, node 18, so which last two version Firefox not dead. So this website will help you like for the defaults for 0.2% not dead. So this configuration is there in Visual Studio. So it may change, depends upon this. This is for production, and this is a development version, the last one. So whether we can choose last one, last two, it depends. So based on the requirements, yeah, last two versions, last two Chrome versions. Let's go to the node module. So this module, it contains a lot of folders. So all this coming like when you're running it, npm start. So when you're running, as long as you run it, npm starts, all will load from a React and React DOM. We can see the React here, all the bunch of packages. So right now we don't need to worry about it. Uh, Here is a React, contains, yeah, it contains another package.json here. Has so much, again, so many dependencies. So right now we don't need to worry about it at this moment. It's just to understand how, where it is. So all these packages, and as soon as you run, it loads from the React and React DOM. Another file called package log.json. So basically, which the lock the version of the project. If any new version is available after compiling, it won't take um, the new version. It's compiled and run with the same version whatever. So this the package lock.json will lock this packages, whatever packages we whatever the version we compiled it. This way is will get a stability because it's a semantic version, so the get us project stability. Let's go to the public folder. It has index.xml. So for like when the any application is loading, the default page will be loaded. That's a default page is index.xml, sorry, HTML. Here it has all default configuration, manifest file, React app. This is what we loaded before when you run the application. And a source folder. So where actual we used to create folders and like the code, create a folders based on the modules and start writing the code relevant to the application. You have index.html in public folder. Corresponding to that, you have index.js file corresponding to that. This is both together map each other. So, and the app.js is a main application. We actually, when you index.html loads, it will call. So we can see that how it's called here. Yeah, this is the root tag ID root tag available in index.html. As soon as the application is loaded, it checks the root tag and calls. And the app.js is the main application where it invokes this app. This app.js is the main application component. It loads when an application is started loading into that. So if you check it in index.js, it's imported app and the document.get element by root. It gets the root element and render this app. So this is the way when application is loaded, it starts from the root tag and checks the root tag and calls the main application component, that is app.js, and which is from index.js. The index.js will have declared everything here. Let's focus on app.js, which or the application is running now at this moment. I'm going to remove the image. want to remove the image. Save. The image is gone now, and I don't want this code now. So we're going to write our code. Yep. So this is like how we are going to write our components and how you're going to write our functions, everything. So as soon as you just run save it updates, like this is the way we are developing the components. We also have index.js. We also have index.js here, and where it defines all the styles. So we have defined h1 here. So just like to add color green. Save now. Yeah. So the green color has been changed now here. This is just a kind of an example, like we can explore more on about this go down the lane. You can see this report web vital.js file, which um, generally we can go on check this index.js. So it's imported here and calls here. So generally it is for a offline mode access and to check the performance of the application, and the report can be seen there. So right now we are not going to use it in detail now. So eventually we're going to implement and check that. And this report web vitals will use this manifest file. So this has all the information about this. So what are you going to show and what are you going to show in the report? Yeah, we'll explore more on this in the coming sessions. Let's go back to the other stuff like package.json eject. This eject will allow to eject the project, and we can also see this webpack information. So we are going to see it now, how we can do this eject the project. You can see the terminal here. View themes panel. Yeah, we can see the terminal here. So we can run npm run eject. Yes, I want to do it. Yes, remove on track file class or commit any changes and try again. So it was ejected. But one thing is, like, once it is ejected, you cannot take it back. So that's a issue with the eject. So make sure once you have everything is committed, and we can eject from the project. So for we can do it many ways, but it is very highly difficult to uneject the project. Okay, and we'll explore more about no reactjs hooks and in the next video. Thank you.